Gentlemen, welcome back. You're back with MGTOW Money. Today's topic is a bit of a confessional. It's I, the prostitute. However, before we get to that, in case you're new to this channel, this is the only MGTOW channel, MGTOW Money, which is dedicated to money, how you can make money, how you can invest it more wisely, how you can spend it more effectively, and maybe, just maybe, retire early. On to today's topic, I, the prostitute. I spent several years in my career working for a variety of corporations, including some very large, well-known Fortune 500 corporations that many of you, at least in the United States, would be very familiar with. The reason why I bring this up is because it would frequently come up, unfortunately, throughout my career and probably hurt my career prospects when it would be, why are you here? You know, why are you at this job? And people would come up with these flowery reasons about, oh, I love it here and I love everybody and this is a big family. That was something I used to hear throughout all these corporations. Family, family, family. You know what? These people weren't my family. I'm here for one reason. And I pretty much should say that. And I did say this in these words. I'm here to make money. I'm here to make as much money as I possibly can. I was that blunt, that frank. And I was that frank throughout my career. And yes, it probably hurt me, and the management probably was not very happy to hear it, but needless to say, that's how it was. The point being, you ask a prostitute, why are they doing their job? They're doing it for the money. Why is the garbage man doing his job? He's doing it for the money. The reason for this topic, this has got me thinking, whenever I'm perusing a bookstore, what few bookstores are left, or I'm just looking at different personal finance things online, I see all these articles about, do the work you love and money will follow, or, loving your work and finding your calling and you advancing in your career and that type of thing. And I'm thinking, are you kidding me? Is this dreamland or something? I understand some of you have fantastic professions, and some people literally are working at their chosen calling, which is phenomenal. But dare I say, those are probably 5% of the world's population. Yes, I mean 95% of the world's population are not working at their passion, are not working at their calling. They're working at their job. And so the point being, I want you to first of all get it right through your head right now, and this took me a long time to get through my head because I became very, very frustrated, is that it's okay to be working for money. And that, frankly, is the primary driver and the primary reason why you should be going to work, because of the money. Yes, there were aspects of my work that I enjoyed. Yes, some of it was stimulating and interesting. And yes, I got to work with some terrific people, actually. However, the great 80% of my work, I did not like it. I didn't enjoy it, and I thankfully was able to get out when I did at a relatively young age. And I think that probably applies to most of you. So the point is, don't feel frustrated that you're missing some sort of passion, calling. If I could just advance in my career, forget it, man. Make as much money as you possibly can and correspondingly save as high a percentage of your earnings as you possibly can. Now, let me get to something very specific and concrete. I've mentioned this before. I feel like it needs to be mentioned again about making more money in your job. Specifically, stop being a potted houseplant, meaning move to where the money is. Example, if I'm in Eastern Europe today and I'm working at some regular job, and I don't know what they make in Eastern Europe, but I presume it's not very much when I look at the GDP figures, I would be looking to move. If I was in a rural province of Canada and I'm making, frankly, probably not a lot of money, I would be looking to move. The point is, no matter where I am, if I'm in the biggest city in the world or the smallest town in the world, I am going to be looking to where is the money? What parts of the world can I move to geographically, physically move to and make as much money as possible in as short a time as possible. I can't emphasize that enough. Many times, you just need to pack up and move if you're not making the type of money that you want. It's as simple or as difficult as that, gentlemen. If you're not happy with the money that you're earning today, you need to look at yourself in the mirror and you need to make that decision. Where can I move to make more money? Yes, you will survive. Yes, it might be difficult and inconvenient over the short term, but over the long term, if you're earning more money and correspondingly saving more money, clearly you're going to increase the odds that you can, that's right, retire early. And that's the whole reason why this channel exists. Now, let me also throw out a way that you might be able to earn some extra money. And again, I've mentioned this before. I think it bears reiteration. Think about what comes easy to you. What do you have figured out? What do people come to you and ask you advice about? What do they ask you? For example, if you're an expert on bicycles and you know everything about bicycles, or you know everything about hunting or guns, or you're a grandmaster in chess, whatever it might be, I'm sure I can say almost with certainty, you know something almost, I don't want to say necessarily to an expert level, but to an extremely high level, far more so than the vast majority of the population knows. The point being, you can monetize and make money off that knowledge if you will put in the effort. If you will start doing things and thinking about things to monetize that, you can make money. For example, more than once, I have paid people for golf lessons. I am not a good golfer, but I've tried, and I'm continuing to attempt to improve. The point being, there are people who, as a part-time job, if you will, but it's more just a sideline for them, who will take money from people like me to pay them for golf lessons. There are just like that people who pay people for fishing trips. I know a guy, for example, owns a boat. He'll take people out offshore for fishing trips, for example, on his boat and help them and guide them and whatever, etc. You can do the same thing. You can make money on the side doing this. Yes, you've got to put out a little effort, but this is a way that you could turn potentially your passion. I hesitate to use the calling, that word calling, into something to make money with. So those are a couple of ideas for you to consider. Number one, you need to focus on only going to work for one reason, making money. If you're not making the money that you want, you know what you got to do. Look yourself in the mirror and move to a place or move somewhere, somehow, to where the money is. Stop the excuses. Number two, think about the things that you have figured out, that you're a relative expert in. You may not think you're an expert in. Yes, of course, there's going to be somebody more qualified than you. I get it. But I can guarantee you, you've got something figured out. And there's something that you can use to benefit the rest of us, that you can sell us, if you will, on that skill. If you can hang drywall better than anybody else, guess what? You've got a skill that you can use. If you can paint a house better than anyone else, you've got a skill you can be guaranteed you can use today. With that said, gentlemen, as always, thank you for listening. We are building a MGTOW army here, of course, an international army of financially independent men. And it goes without saying that I need your help with it. I need you to post this video in forums. I need you to share it with your friends. I need you to hit the like button if you found it useful and the subscribe button if you haven't already. As always, John Galt out.